Well, it's a fact that SUVs are all the rage in these days, and when you talk about an SUV, you think of a rugged car which has all-wheel drive capabilities, and it's very agricultural. It's you can take it off-roading, you can use it roughly. But there is a set of people who want something that is more luxurious, something that is more sophisticated. That's where the Hyundai Tucson comes in. Now this right here is the 4th generation of the Hyundai Tucson, and we are going to give you a detailed download of this new SUV from Hyundai. और अगर आप ये वीडियो हिंदी में देखना चाहते हैं तो ऊपर आई बटन में और नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको उसका लिंक मिल जाएगा. So let's get started with the video. Now to start with, let's talk about the design, and as you can see, this is a very beautiful, handsome looking SUV. Now we have done a detailed walk around of the car in another video. You will have the link in the description and in the I button. But what I'm going to do right now is just give you a quick overview of how the design of the new Tucson is. Firstly, what is going to catch your eye is this new parametric grille, and this is going to be the future of all Hyundai cars, and it rather looks really nice. The best thing about this design is the integration of the DRLs. Now these DRLs are integrated with the grille, and Hyundai calls this half mirror DRLs, which means they give a mirror like of an appearance, which blends this DRL with the grille right here. And when it's not lit, it looks like as if it's a grille, but when it's lit up, you can see the DRLs in all its glory, and when they're lit up, they look really nice. Right here you have the headlamp cluster, nice chrome strip right here, and here you have the dual tone bumper with satin silver and black finish. Rugged black looks really nice, gives the car its much needed sporty appearance. Now the car comes with 360-degree view, so you have cameras at the front and the back. The front camera is housed right here under the Hyundai logo, and right here, this is where the radar sensor is housed. Now the 2022 Tucson is also equipped with ADAS, and this is Hyundai's first car that is coming with ADAS to India. And what that means is you get another camera right here for the ADAS feature, so that the ADAS features can work seamlessly. Now let's come to the side. Here you will see the large 18-inch alloys, which come with dual tone diamond cut alloy wheels. These are 235 by 60 section tires, nice large feel. They fill up the wheel arches really well and give the car a very proportionate look. The wheel arches also get this rubber cladding, which gives it the SUV character. Also, the new design that Hyundai has come up with has these nice crease lines and cuts that gives it a very unique appeal. It's like a three-dimensional design, and it gives the car a really unique look. Here you have the ORVMs with LED indicators, and you have this nice silver finish right here. This accent looks really nice. The door handles are body colored, and you have a request sensor right here. And you have this chrome strip that starts with the ORVM and runs across the greenhouse area right to the back, where it converts into this arrow shaped design, which looks really nice. It's a nice unique touch that this car gets. The rear also are 18-inch wheels. These two are 235 by 60 section tires. Again, you get rubber cladding on this. Here you have like a recess right here, giving the wheel arches some character, and the plastic cladding here looks really nice, and it won't catch up scuffs and scratches very easily. It will age well. It won't fade away with time. They will keep looking like they are because they seem of very good quality. Now even the rear of the car looks really different from other Hyundai cars you might have seen, and personally I really like this new treatment that Hyundai has given to the Tucson. The Hyundai logo is now up on the rear glass area, making way for this nice strip of LED tail lamps, which cut into these nice looking tooth shaped design, which looks really nice when it's lit up. And you have this black finish right here. The turn indicators and the reverse light are housed right here. Here you have the H-Track branding. H-Track is nothing but Hyundai's all-wheel drive system. So yes, this car it comes equipped with all-wheel drive system like the outgoing car. Here you have the Tucson branding and a dual tone bumper as well. You also get a spoiler with a high stop lamp, shark fin antenna which is finished in piano black, and you get roof rails as well which are finished in piano black, along with a massive sunroof. So that was the design of the all new 2022 Hyundai Tucson. Now let's get into the car. Before we get into the car, I'll just show you the key. So this is the key. It's a nice looking key, looks like a key for a very expensive car. And you have the lock, unlock and the trunk open button, and if you press and hold this button, the car ignition will turn on. Now the boot is an auto boot, so you can just stand behind the car for about 5 seconds and the boot will open up automatically if you have bags in your hand. But you can also press and hold this button to release the boot, and the tailgate will open up like so. And it is a massive boot. As you can see, we have put 2 backpacks, there's a duffel bag, there's a helmet, there's a small cabin bag, and it can still fit in some more luggage. So luggage for a family of 4 or 5 for a weekend, you can easily carry that in this car. The boot is also illuminated, so you have a illumination right here, and there's a 12-volt power socket as well. You also get this lid, so if you don't want people to look into what luggage you're carrying, so you can just slot this in and it will just cover your luggage section. This can also serve as a parcel tray, but you will not be able to store a lot of heavy stuff right here. Just light stuff, a light bag or something, you can keep it here easily. You also get this easy release handles for the seats, so you can just pull them and the seat will drop down like so. And you have a 60-40 split, and once the seats are down, you have even more space. The car also comes equipped with a space saver spare wheel, which is housed right underneath the luggage area. There's no loading lip, as you can see, so sliding in luggage will be really easy. Also, to close the boot, you can just press this button and the boot will come down by itself. Now let's get into the car and see what it's like inside. Now to unlock the car, you have keyless entry, so you can just press and hold this request sensor right here and the car will be unlocked. We usually start with the front, but I want to start with the rear in this car simply because of this rear seat, which is really comfortable. And as you can see, the doors open really wide, so ingress and egress should not be a problem. It's going to be very easy for even the elderly to get into the car very easily. Now one important highlight of this seat, and the reason why I want to show you the rear seat first, is how this seat reclines. Now if you can see, like it's like a little upright right now, but this can go all the way down till here and give you a really comfortable seating position. So if you want to relax on a drive, you can just simply relax and chill. You can also pull down this armrest and travel like a boss. Speaking about boss, now we have seen the boss mode in a lot of cars. Now this car has something special, a little different. They've done it a little differently. So suppose you're sitting right here, which is not behind the driver obviously, and there's no one sitting here, and you want to adjust the seat. You have controls right here, so you can just put the seat down like this, you can move it ahead and grab your favorite beverage and just relax. So it's very comfortable, the rear seat. If 2 people are sitting here, they're going to be really comfortable and travel like a boss. Other than that, 3 people for shorter distances should be comfortable here. You have 3 headrests, individual headrests. You have a 3-point seat belt for the center passenger as well, which is really nice. And other than that, convenience features, you have a magazine holder right here on both the seats. You have AC vents, you have USB charging ports to charge your devices. So almost everything has been covered except the rear blinds. So you get that on the Alcazar, and the price bracket for the segment that this car comes in, I think Hyundai should have added that as well. Other than that, the quality of the materials used is really exceptional. Hyundai always knocks it out of the park when it comes to the quality of materials used. And as you can see, hard plastics have rarely been used. You get this nice piano black finish here with the satin silver borders and a satin silver doorknob as well, which is really nice and smooth to handle. You get satin silver finish on the door handle as well, and some leatherette finishing right here. Space for holding a 1 liter of bottles is also in the door pocket. And if you are a fan of reading and you need lights and you can't find them here, because they're right here, and both the passengers get their own individual lights. So when it comes to rear seating comfort, it's really nice. And the price bracket that this car will be in, I think it is a really nice place to be in. Let's hop on to the front seat and tell you what it looks like out there. Now let's talk about the front door panel first. Like the rear door, this also has very high quality materials right here, soft touch materials here, some leather finishing right here, and you get this nice piano black finish. All the button controls for the power windows. The front 2 windows are one touch up down, the rear 2 are not. Child lock, the lock unlock buttons, and these are the buttons to operate your mirrors. You have a nice cubby hole right here, 1 liter bottle holder, speaker system right here. And another thing that you have right here is to set your seats. So the driver seat can be set and in 2 positions, and you can save them. And so if you have multiple drivers in the house, they can set their driving position and just press the button and get into their driving positions. Now you have the seat moves in front, back, you have the angle for the backrest, and you also have the lumbar support right here. So everything electrically powered, so nicely equipped front driver seat. Getting in is fairly easy. Getting the right driving position is also very easy and comfortable. So like just a few taps and you can get your desired driving position. Now once you are in a comfortable driving position, you can appreciate the convenience features that are on offer right here. Starting with the steering wheel, it's nice to hold, it's of very nice quality, soft touch materials right here. Everything is easy to access. You get all the button controls right here, falls to your fingers very easily. Here you have a 10.25 inch instrument console, and while it does not have the analog meters, it does give them to you digitally because they are much easier to read. And besides that, it gives you a whole lot of information. Soft touch materials right here, and you have this massive area for your controls. So this is a 10.25 inch screen for your infotainment display. You have the maps, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all wireless. So that is there's a big tick for that. And all these controls are touch sensitive, so no rotary dials, no buttons, everything is touch sensitive. And if you see, this entire area is kind of aligned towards the driver, so everything falls to hand very easily. You have this nice drive selector, aeroplane like design, and very easy to slot your driving modes in this. Talking about driving modes, you get 4 driving modes which can be accessed right here, and you have eco, you have normal, sport, and smart driving modes, and the acceleration and the response changes depending on the mode that you are driving in. We'll talk about that a little later. Besides the drive mode, there are also terrain, so you can, if you're driving in snow, you can choose the snow mode, mud mode, and if you are driving in sand, you can choose the sand mode. Since the car comes with all-wheel drive, it will power the wheels according to the mode that you have selected. Now you get USB chargers right here, and there's another slot for a 12-volt port, and you have a wireless charger right here as well, and a small space to maybe store your toll tickets and some coins. 2 cup holders, and here you have the controls for the seat ventilation. Now, not only are these seats cooled, but they are also heated, so if you live in colder areas, you can just turn on the heated seats and be comfortable and warm. And right under the armrest you have another storage space where you can store some more stuff. Here you have the handbrake, the electronic parking brake, which can be engaged once you're in park. This is the 360-degree camera button, and as you can see, the quality is fairly decent. This is the rear view camera and this is the 360 camera, and you get these dynamic guidelines, so parking this car in tight spaces will be really easy. And the resolution of the camera is also decent. It's not blurry. You get a clear view of where you're going. You can also select individual cameras, so like if you want to look at the sides, these are the sides, then this is the rear, and this is the top view for the rear. So like if there is a wall or something, you can navigate in that space very safely and easily. So if you're in the drive mode, you can also access the front camera and see what's in front of you. So a very nice and easy setup. Good resolution. So like we usually complain about the resolution of these cameras, but Hyundai has equipped the Tucson with some nice cameras as well. You also get a glove box, and while it's not very big or deep, it's not cooled as well, but it has a decent amount of space to store your documentation. Now you have a massive sunroof right here, and the best part is that it has one touch operation, and you just push it to open and the sunroof will open. The blinds will open first, and as you can see, it's a very fast operation unlike other cars. And the only gripe that I have with this is this does not go all the way behind. It sticks right here. This is how much it will open. It won't go beyond that, but opening and closing it is very easy, just one touch operation, and that's really fantastic. Apart from that, you have the SOS button right here. God forbid you're in an accident, you can just hit this button and help will be on your way. If you have a breakdown, you can press this button and you'll get connected to the call center. You can speak to the rep there and help will be on your way. These are the mics for your telephony, and controls for the lights. Vanity mirrors, yes, they are there, and if you ask, they're illuminated. Yes, they are. They have a manual control here rather than coming on automatically, but when you shut the blind, it will go off automatically as this action shuts the switch. The sun blinds are also extendable, so this comes in handy when the sun coming on from the side, and you can just extend this so there is no glare on your eye. ORVMs are auto dimming, so full marks to Hyundai on that. What we have skipped though is the infamous sunglasses holder, and if you're upgrading from a Hyundai car, you are definitely going to miss that. Also, the seats, as you can see, they are perforated, obviously because they're ventilated, and the design right here, the cushioning is really nice. They're very comfortable to be in. You get this nice support on the sides. Now this goes for the driver seat as well as the co-driver seat, and you have this nice accent right here which gives the car a really a rich appealing look. and the headrests right here are also adjustable. Yeah, a very, very comfortable place to be in. Another thing that I personally liked is the design of this dashboard. The entire layout, it's very, very nicely done, and you know, it just flows. It's one single piece flowing from here, and you know, you have this dropout screen right here, and then it flows right onto the sides. And if you can see, the silver bars or silver lines, they continue through the door pad right here and end at the door end. So it's really, really nice, and kudos to Hyundai for, you know, making the interior look so nice and luxurious. So that was the interior of the all new Hyundai Tucson. Now let's get driving and see how this car performs. Now the car that we are driving is equipped with the R2 diesel engine from Hyundai, and it is a 1997cc engine that puts out 186 PS of power and a peak torque of 416 Newton meters. It is a 1997cc engine that puts out 186 PS of power and 416 Newton meters of torque. Now this engine is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the gear shifts are really, really smooth, and you would hardly notice when the shifts are happening. And driving this car is fairly easy. It's very responsive. It comes with 4 driving modes, and the eco mode is where you will get the maximum mileage. However, the throttle response is a little bit laggy in the economy mode, and you really have to, you know, press hard to you know, make overtakes, and you get a quick move on. However, the normal mode is what I would recommend you should be driving the car in, and the throttle response in that mode is really, really good, and you get a good power delivery. The power comes in after 2,500 RPM, and that's where the meat of the power will kick in and goes up to about 5,000 RPM. And the gear shifts are very quick, especially in the sports mode. The sports mode, the throttle response is the best. It's the quickest. You just have to tap and the car will start accelerating like so. And if you want performance, that's the mode that you need to be driving, and the gear shifts are very, very quick in that mode as well. The gear shifts are smooth as well, and you will not get that jerk reaction whenever the shift is happening. It happens seamlessly, and at times you would not even realize that the car has shifted up or shifted down a gear. You can only sense it on the RPM. Another thing that I really liked about this car is the steering wheel. It's very precise and gives you a lot of feedback as well. It weighs up in the sports mode, and while you're cruising on the highway, it requires very little effort to maneuver the car, and it's very, very precise. The car is really, really nice to handle, and like I said, the steering wheel is very precise. Handling and maneuvering the car is really, really easy, and you're going to have a lot of fun as well, because it is a fairly powerful engine. Overall, it's a fun to drive car, and you will really, really enjoy yourself if you are in the driver's seat, except for the suspension that is a little bit soft. As you can see, we are on the highway. There is a sort of a vertical movement that we are getting, even on a very smooth surface. There's very minor undulations, but in slow speeds this actually works in the favor of the Tucson, and you get a very smooth drive when you're driving the car in the city. Talking about city driving in stop-go traffic, it's very easy to drive the car, since this is an automatic gearbox, and we will not have a lot of trouble driving this car. Now the car is big, it's wide, but maneuvering the car is really, really easy. In slow speeds, the steering wheel becomes lighter, and you can easily maneuver the car. Also, it's not very big, so turning it around, it's fairly easy. Also, when you want to have some extra fun with the car, you can just slot it into manual controls, and you can shift up and shift down as per your convenience, as per your driving needs. So whenever you want to make an overtake, you can shift down, make the overtake, and shift up again. So in some sorts, it is a complete car. You will have fun while you're driving it. If you like to be driven around, you can be in the back seat, you can travel very, very comfortably. So overall, the drive is of this car, it's going to be very comfortable. Speaking about mileage, you should be getting anywhere between 14 to 15 kilometers to the liter in the city. On the highways, you will get a higher mileage, say about 17 to 18 kilometers to the liter. So that the mileage aspect is also covered. Driving in the eco mode, you're going to get more mileage. In the sports mode, you'll get lesser mileage. In mixed driving conditions, 15 to 16, you can expect the car to deliver 15 to 16 kilometers to the liter. Now the car is also equipped with a whole suite of ADAS features, and using them on the fly is also easy. Like you have, if you've turned the lane keep assist on and you sort of try to leave the lane, you will see that the car will course correct and bring you back in the lane, and it happens autonomously. Obviously, it's more of an assist feature. You don't have to leave the steering wheel and wait for the car to do it. You just keep your hand on the steering wheel and the car will maneuver itself automatically. Besides that, you have smart cruise control, wherein the car will follow the car in front and match the speed. So if the car in front slows down, your car will also slow down, and it will pick up speed up to the speed that you have set for the cruise control. There are a lot of other ADAS assist features that the car is equipped with, and we've made a detailed video on that, so we'll leave a link in the description and the I button so you can check out the complete demonstration of all these features and how these features work. Now overall, the 2022 Hyundai Tucson is what I would say is a complete car, and if you want something that you want to travel with your family, so if you want a complete family car, this will serve its purpose. If you want to have fun with it, this is again a very good car. Now if you ask me who this car is for, so if you are someone who wants a complete car, you should definitely consider the Hyundai Tucson, because it is a complete car in a lot of aspects. It's a good family car, it's a good car to travel with your family, it's a good car to travel on longer journeys, it's a good car to travel for your office commutes. So it serves all your purposes really, really well. And if it's going to be the only car that you're going to buy, if it's going to be the only car in your house, in your family, you should definitely consider this car, because it is a fun to drive car, it is spacious, it is comfortable, and it will take up a lot of luggage as well, and it has got all-wheel drive as well. So if you want to be a little adventurous and go for a weekend trip in the hills, you will have a lot of fun with this car. And it is sophisticated, it is luxurious, it's loaded with tech, it is loaded with features to the brim. It has everything that you would require. Now we do not know the price of this vehicle yet. It has not been announced while we're shooting the video, but when the video comes out, the prices will also be out. We are expecting it to be priced between the 27 lakhs to about 32-33 lakh price bracket. Since it comes with ADAS, the prices might go higher, maybe say up to 35 lakhs, but the non-ADAS versions should be in the 27 to 30 lakh bracket. So that was the 2022 Hyundai Tucson for you. Let us know what you think about the car. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. Subscribe to Motoroids if you haven't already, and press that bell icon so that you get notified whenever we upload our next video. This is Vipul signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, rev hard, rev free, and drive safe.